What's up, YouTube? So I am with Craig Lee, and he is a rising rapper. He's got some good new songs up on hotnewhiphop.com, so check him out there. He will be releasing a new CD called Woodside Roots in 3 days, and he's going to talk to you guys about that. So go ahead, Craig. Tell us about how Woodside Roots got started.
Woodside Roots got started when something happened like a week ago. I just started clicking with making songs. Like, I made 4 tracks in a row. I put down 4 tracks in a row, and I didn't even really write them down. I didn't really think. Well, I thought about them. That's all I did. I just thought about them. I didn't even put them on paper. I just stuff just.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it just started happening. Something just started clicking, and I was just standing in there in the booth, just vibing, and then it just came.
So you didn't even write them down and memorize. Well, you just memorized the lyrics.
Yeah. I memorized them.
All right. So how did the name Woodside Roots come?
Woodside Roots came when me and my entourage was we was at Moose's house. We was at Moose's house watching the first preseason game of the season on NFL Network, and we was just sitting there trying to think of a name after I finished my last song. We went to Moose's and watched the game, and we kept throwing out things like there's so many different names we had. We had Woodside Connection, actually. That was the second to last before Woodside Roots. We thought about Jared Klein, one of the guys in my entourage, was like, he's like Woodside Connection. I was like, that's too much like West Side Connection. I can't be having that. Then and it just happened. And then Woodside Roots just came up, and it went so much better with my mixtape, with all the songs on there, than any other thing that we came up with. Because if you think about it, it's my first mixtape. It's about where I'm from, not, it's not about anything crazy. It's just where I'm from, stuff that's happened in my life. So yeah, that's where it came from. It was actually Jordan. Me and Jordan and Klein was at Moose's house, and Jordan just throws out Woodside Roots after. Yeah, he just throws out Woodside Roots after a little bit.
So, is there any new songs on this CD, or are they all old songs or mix?
4 of them have not been released yet.
Okay.
3 of them have. 3 of them have. Yeah, it's a 7-track mixtape.
So is there any special songs on this CD? Is there any things that have special meanings, or?
Yeah, pretty much all of them do. They're all real. They're all real tracks, dude. I don't write about cars and drugs and money because I don't have any of those things.
And you said that you didn't write them down, so you just memorized
They just came
them all.
to me. They just came to me.
And you just stood there and memorized them?
Yeah, I pretty much just flowed with. Well, some parts, some parts you have to write down, but some like choruses and stuff, like hooks, it just shows up in my head. It just happens. Like, I'll just be listening to it, and I'll go with the hook as the track goes on, and it just comes together like that, and I feel it, and I put it on there.
Now, for this CD, did you create all the sound and audio and everything for it, or did you just do the singing?
I did. I just made the.
Did you do like all the beats? I guess I'm trying to say.
I made all the lyrics.
Okay.
But I'm not selling it, so that's all right. It's all right because I'm not selling it. It's just a thing to get me out there.
So if you start creating your own beats and all original songs, which I know you have done in the past, you've done that a bunch of times, will you eventually start selling the songs?
It's not worth selling anything until you actually get notoriety, and I don't have that much notoriety besides in Licking County and parts of Ohio. That's it. Not many people know who I am yet because I haven't done much work besides this mixtape is the first big thing I've done, and then what else is there? The people I'm working with, B&B Global. Benny and Keys. Keys is the producer. Benny's the manager. Those are the two people I've been with so far. What Keys is going to teach me how to. It's Benny's equipment, but Keys is going to teach me how to use that MDI. I don't know what it's called. It's like a keyboard.
Okay,
use
yeah,
the keyboards.
I know what you're talking about. Somebody tell us in the comments below.
He's going to teach me how to.
If you know what it's called.
He's going to teach me how to use that software and stuff, because the software I've used in the past, I mean, I've made all right beats, but I haven't made near as good as beats as Keys has. I actually have more tracks coming by Keys. Keys makes the beats now, and I have like 5 tracks I'm going to put down the next time I'm at the studio, which is going to be pretty soon. I was supposed to go last Sunday, but then Keys got in a car wreck, so I couldn't really go.
So how do you normally create your beats? Do you do them online, or do you have software?
I normally do it with Cakewalk. Yeah.
Is that like a software or?
Software.
Okay. So how did you get started with rapping?
I don't really know. I don't know.
It just kind of came to you?
It just happened. It's long. I've always just been, every time I was somewhere, I've just been kicking it. Just started rhyming and stuff.
I mean, I remember, I don't know if you guys will remember, but a while ago, me and Craig did he sung the whole thing. All I did was upload it, and I just did a little bit to the audio, but we made a song called Gamin'. I guess that was a pretty big hit. It got like 4,000 views on YouTube. We had it on iTunes for a year, and I guess it didn't really create that much revenue. But since then, he has created a ton of songs, and he's just on the rise. And on, what was that website you were on that you got like number 50 something out of it?
Soundclick.com.
So you got out of, what was it, 1.9 million songs?
Yeah, something like that. He
got into a category, was hip-hop or something like that, and he had the number 59 song or something.
59 or 58, I can't remember.
Yeah, out of 1.9 million songs, so I guess that is really good, and he's still rising, and now he's on, what's that website?
HotNewHipHop.com.
So check him out. 3 days. There will be a free copy of Woodside Roots. Alright, I know this may be kind of bold, but do you think you'll ever get real big to the point where you'll win awards and stuff like that?
Yeah, I know I will. I'm 16 and I'm putting out tracks like the ones that are on Woodside Roots. I've made so much progress from where I used to be just a few months ago to where I am now, and I know it's going to happen. Everybody around me always is asking me about.
You're going to be famous.
Yeah, everybody always tells me that everywhere I go, and I just know it's going to happen because the people I'm working with are good people. Yeah, and I got nothing but rhymes and thoughts going through my head everywhere I go. It don't matter where I'm at. It's always happening.
It's typical of you to...
I'm writing songs while I'm talking to you right now.
It's typical of Craig to sit in class and write down songs. And, he'll produce them later on. And we were eventually going to make another song, but that didn't really turn out. He just started doing more of these songs, and they just became more popular. And I've been supporting him ever since. And everybody's supporting Craig. He's got his... Power just flickered. Okay. Everybody's kind of supporting him. Everybody's on his side. Everybody wants to listen to his new song. I've been on his side this whole time. So, how do you feel about everybody just loving your songs and music? And
I love it. That's it. Just love it. I love how everybody has my back. People didn't really think when I wrote Gamin', people didn't really think. Well, people thought it was cool, because...
But it was an Xbox song, so people kind of thought...
Songs about Xbox. They thought I was just messing around, and I was just messing around, but then I just started. a few months later, I just started writing these rhymes in class, and boom, boom, as JoJo would say. Boom, boom, boom. That just happened. It just happened. That's it. I don't even know how to explain it. And then it just started kicking in my head, and I met Devin Miller, whose mixtape's already out, Eventually Procrastinating. He's a goofy white guy that can rap. You have to check that out. You have to put a link right here in my hands. Disappeared link. No link anymore. But yeah, you have to check out Devin too. I started writing songs with him a long time, maybe a year or two ago, and he just finished his mixtape not too long ago too. It's Eventually Procrastinating. I already said that, but he has some good. His style's a lot different than mine because I pretty much rap about real things, and I have a little bit harder style than he does, and he's just being a kid. He's having fun. That's what it is. That's why I like listening to Devin rap. I like his songs. You have to check him out too.
Do you think this CD will go viral? Do you think it'll get
Yes,
big?
I think it will. If it goes viral, then I'm definitely getting some serious notoriety. I know if enough people start talking about it, which I feel like they will, it's gonna blow up. That's what my entourage was talking about. That they was talking about Woodside roots being everywhere just because it's so nobody's heard. They say, and my producer even says, the people I'm working with that are going to produce my music, they're even saying that they don't they've never heard somebody 16 and sounds the way I do when I rap. They didn't even know that I was 16. They thought I was like 19 years old when I walked in there.
Have you thought about an album?
Yeah. Don't worry. I got the album's going to happen soon. It's going to happen. I'll probably put down like 40 or 50 tracks before I actually go through and pick out ones. And then after I get done making 40 or 50, I'll go through there and pick out like 12 tracks or so to be on the album for sure. Well, however many is usually on a album. How many tracks is usually on an album? Like
about 12.
Yeah, about 12. Yeah, I'll go through there and pick out 12 tracks, and my 12 best tracks out of there that I'll think go with it, and I'll probably have even more albums in that 50 tracks that go together. As long as you'd be surprised how the songs connect and stuff. And like kind of tell a story even by their order and their name. Like if you listen to my mixtape, you'll see it, how they all have their little order to them and they go together.
All right, let's wrap this up. Make sure to go and download your free copy of Woodside Roots on hotnewhiphop.com, and follow me on Twitter at LucasWillis23. You have anything else to say?
You want to have to follow me on Twitter at Woodside Savage if you want to check out my career and whatnot. Support me a little bit, you know.
All right.
Help me out, get out there.
Well, that's it. If you want to watch some more of my videos, please go check those out and subscribe. See you guys later.